I want to make a confession to you. For 80 years I lived inside a cage, but the bars of this cage were not made of steel. They were woven entirely from the expectations and judgments of others. I consumed my life dancing to a tune written by people who didn't truly love me and didn't actually care. I trembled so much over how I was received at the office, what my neighbors thought when looking at my lawn, or my reputation within my social circle that I imagined a crowd, nothing more than ghosts, was constantly watching and grading me. Yet standing here at the age of 80 in the middle of this vast silence, the bitterest truth I learned is this: no one cared. Everyone was so busy with their own lives, their own flaws, and their own fears that they didn't think about yours for even a single second. Once, my mind was a battlefield filled with questions like what my neighbors thought about my lawn, whether my boss liked my presentation, or if people approved of my career choices. Let me tell you the most painful truth from the peak of my 80 years. Nobody cared. Everyone was so busy worrying about their own lives, their own flaws, and their own reputation that they didn't think about you for more than a second. For decades, I worried about my reputation. I always wanted to look stable, successful, and strong. I even bought clothes I didn't like just to impress others. I lived my life inside a cage built from other people's expectations, dancing to a carefully scripted melody as if I were constantly being watched. I hid my real emotions and avoided speaking my mind to prevent causing ripples. But when I turned 80, I realized I had wasted my freedom trying to please a crowd that was never really there. Your reputation is like a ghost. Don't let it ruin your life. My obsession with looking perfect and never showing weakness actually isolated me. I wore the mask of a successful, unshakable man. But that mask was heavy. It never allowed people to truly know me or truly love me. I gained the image of a perfect life, but lost the reality of deep connection. I wish I had been messier. I wish I had failed a few times. And I wish I had danced badly by the seaside without worrying about what that ghostly crowd would say. A perfect reputation is nothing more than a polished tombstone. Being known and loved for your flaws is far better than earning admiration built on lies. Every morning you are given 86,400 non-transferable seconds. Don't waste them trying to impress people you don't even like. Live for the one person you see in the mirror at 2 a.m., not for the ghosts of your social circle. I chased a big house, luxury items, and status symbols, and I realized far too late that they were nothing but anchors. When I finally let them go, I was able to swim without sinking. Each of the 12 rooms inside this massive house is nothing more than a box filled with silence. I thought I was building this palace for my family, but in truth I was constructing a prison I would live in alone. For years I kept telling my wife, just 2 more years. And I maintained that relentless pace. That busy season never ended. It lasted 15 years. I traded the warmth of her bed for the cold glow of the desk lamp at midnight. I mistook being a financial provider for dignity, and in doing so I completely stopped being a partner. Eventually my wife grew used to my absence, and I became a ghost in my own home. I missed my children's growing pains and the change in their voices, in exchange for job titles on a business card and an obsession with achievement. I believed I was fulfilling my role as a father by giving them the best private schools and lessons. But believing that money could replace presence was my greatest illusion. They were never waiting to inherit my porcelain collections or my old suits. They only wanted my time, and for me to be there. When I look at them today, I see that I passed my version of success to them like a contagious disease. They check their phones, even at the dinner table, murdering the present moment with the same anxiety about the next quarter that once consumed me. I am 80 years old now, and all I have left are expensive chairs no one sits on, and a long dining table that hasn't seen a complete family dinner in over 10 years. Pride is a very cold companion in an old man's bed. I thought I showed my family love by paying the bills, but the pain of unsaid words now weighs more than all the wealth I possess. If you still have time, don't postpone going to your child's game until next summer, because when that one day finally arrives, the people you wanted to share it with will already have gone their own way. Metaphor. As a father, my life is like a man who spends his entire lifetime collecting books to build a magnificent library for his family, yet forgets to read those books to his children. When the library is finally complete, the children have already learned to read and have long since moved out. Please don't make my mistake and become a tourist in your own life. Stop staring at the map, other people's plans, and look at the view. Quit the race and start living today, because the clock doesn't stop. If this message woke something up inside you, please subscribe and join our community. Like the video so it can reach someone else stuck in the waiting room, and write to me in the comments, which unnecessary worry will you let go of today? God bless you, and take a deep breath.